Have you ever paused to think about what it truly takes to build a car in today's world? I mean, really think about it. It's just so far removed from the old image of smoky assembly lines, right? It's not just steel and mechanics anymore. We're talking about a profound revolution, one that reaches right down to the microscopic level of design and production. Pretty amazing stuff. Today, we're taking a deep dive into how Renault is literally reinventing the very fabric of car manufacturing. They're doing it through this incredibly ambitious re-industry plan, and they're leaning heavily on artificial intelligence, advanced digitalization, and even venturing into something quite futuristic sounding, the industrial metaverse. Our mission for this deep dive is to unpack how they're achieving these, well, jaw-dropping leaps. We're talking speed, cost reduction, quality, and even sustainability. Big gains. We want to help you quickly grasp the cutting edge of modern production, understand not just what they're doing, but how and why it's so revolutionary.
Exactly. And our insights today, they come from a fascinating collection of articles detailing Renault's AI revolution and also their digital transformation and metaverse in manufacturing efforts. These sources, they really paint a clear picture of an industry undergoing a fundamental shift.
All right, let's unpack this incredible transformation then. It all starts with a strategic vision, doesn't it? What exactly is this re-industry plan that Renault has put into motion?
Right. So the re-industry plan is essentially Renault's strategic blueprint for, well, future-proofing its manufacturing, making it fit for what's next. It kicked off in 2023, and the timeline runs through 2027. Its core objectives are pretty ambitious, and they're all interconnected. They're aiming to drastically optimize production costs, significantly reduce vehicle development times, achieve substantial energy savings across all their operations, and, accelerate their overall production processes. In essence, it's a holistic overhaul, designed to make their manufacturing leaner, faster, and frankly, more efficient than ever before.
Wow, that sounds like an enormous undertaking, a total reimagining of their entire production ecosystem, really. So what kind of progress have they made so far? I mean, towards these very ambitious goals. It feels like a short time frame, 2023 to 2027.
Well, what's truly striking here is the pace, the speed of their progress.
Hmm.
Even though we're only halfway through the planned duration, Renault's facilities have already surpassed 50% of their initial target.
50% already.
Yeah, and this rapid advancement isn't just luck, it's a direct result of their extensive and uh, pretty aggressive implementation of these cutting-edge technologies. It clearly shows just how impactful this whole digital pivot has been in a relatively short period.
Okay, this is where it gets really compelling for me. Let's talk specifics. The tangible impact of AI and digitalization, especially when it comes to something as critical as quality control. How is AI truly transforming what happens on the factory floor when a car is being built?
It's a game changer, honestly. The integration of AI into their quality assurance processes, it's huge. Imagine this. Every single vehicle that rolls off their lines now undergoes this incredible battery of AI-assisted controls.
Every single one.
Every one. We're talking up to 1,000 checks in total per vehicle. And get this, 800 of those happen just at their Palencia factory alone.
800 checks.
Yeah.
Just in one factory.
Exactly. And these aren't just superficial glances, right? These checks use ultra-high-definition images, sometimes combined with precision scanners, even acoustic analysis listening for problems. What's revolutionary is that these sophisticated systems are effectively replacing traditional human evaluations,
Ah,
which means you get this incredibly consistent, uniformly high standard of quality across the board, something that's, let's be honest, difficult to achieve with human inspection alone. Think fatigue, subjective judgment. AI bypasses that.
right. It removes that variability, that potential for human error creeping in. And I heard something about a double AI system. What does that mean? Like one AI checking another?
Precisely. The double AI system is like an extra layer of verification, a second pair of digital eyes, if you will. It performs up to 3,000 checks across Renault's global production line, and often involves two different AI models working together in tandem.
Okay, how does that work?
So, for example, one AI might be analyzing visual data looking for tiny flaws in the structure, while a second, completely separate AI is simultaneously analyzing acoustic signatures, listening for subtle vibrations or sounds that could indicate a potential issue down the line.
Wow.
This dual validation adds this unparalleled level of scrutiny. It massively reduces the chance of any defects slipping through. It's a powerful testament, really, to how deep their commitment to quality goes.
That sounds incredibly robust. And it seems like quality control is just one piece of the puzzle, right? How broadly is AI being applied across their operations now?
Oh, it's far more pervasive than just QC. Currently, they have over 300 AI applications already active throughout their factories worldwide.
300 already.
Uh-huh. And these applications automate a huge range of tasks, from the quality control we just talked about to optimizing machine performance, predictive maintenance, even things like ensuring ergonomic safety for human workers by analyzing their movements to prevent strain.
That's interesting. So it helps the workers too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And looking ahead, the ambition is to scale this dramatically. They're aiming for 3,000 AI applications by 2025.
3,000.
Yeah.
Oh.
And these new applications will be absolutely crucial for supporting the assembly of next-gen vehicles, particularly electric vehicles, with their unique components, and also these increasingly complex software-defined vehicles they're developing.
Software-defined vehicles. That's a term we keep hearing more and more. For our listeners, what exactly does that mean in this context? For Renault's manufacturing?
Right. It's a fundamental shift in how cars are built and function. Think about it traditionally. A car's features, its performance, were largely locked in by its hardware, the physical parts. With software-defined vehicles, a huge chunk of the car's functionality, everything from infotainment to safety features, even how the powertrain behaves, is controlled by software.
Like a smartphone on wheels, essentially.
Exactly like that. Which means the car can get over-the-air updates. New features can be unlocked after you buy it. It can adapt. It fundamentally changes how cars are designed, built, and maintained. And Renault's AI applications are adapting to build these digital-first vehicles.
Okay, so with all this AI, all this digitalization, what does it actually translate into in terms of tangible bottom line results for production? These are massive investments, surely. What kind of returns are they seeing?
The results are, well, pretty remarkable, truly mind-blowing in terms of efficiency gains. Let's start with cost savings. Renault aims to reduce production costs per vehicle by a substantial 30%.
30% for regular cars.
For internal combustion models, yeah. And an even more remarkable 50% reduction for electric vehicles.
50%.
All by 2027. That's a monumental operational efficiency gain. It directly impacts their competitiveness, their profitability. Huge. And beyond just cost, they're simplifying the whole production process itself. Take the new Renault Twingo, for instance. It has 25% fewer components than the previous Megane model.
25% fewer parts.
Right. And fewer components mean simpler assembly, less complexity in the supply chain, fewer potential points of failure. It all feeds directly into faster, more reliable production.
That's fascinating. Fewer parts, massive cost savings. What about the actual speed getting a new car from an idea to the customer?
Another area with incredible strides. Vehicle development times. They've slashed those from a typical 3 years down to just 2.
From 3 years to 2.
This accelerated pace means they can respond to market trends, new tech, much, much faster than before. And for actual production speed on the line, get this, the Renault 5 is produced in a mere 10 hours at their Douai factory.
10 hours for a whole car.
10 hours. And they have an ambitious future target of only 9 hours for the upcoming version of that same model.
9 hours, start to finish. That's unbelievably fast.
Yeah.
Does that speed ever raise concerns, about potentially overlooking issues? Or does that AI quality control completely handle that risk?
That's a really vital question. And the key is the rapid speed isn't about cutting corners. It's enabled precisely because of all the AI and digital integration we've been talking about.
Okay. The tech enables the speed safely.
Exactly. Those AI-assisted quality checks are so thorough, so consistent, they effectively mitigate the risks you'd normally associate with increased speed. In fact, these innovations have been so effective that the overall reliability of Renault cars has actually doubled in the last 5 years.
Doubled?
Doubled, which enhances quality, safety, and their overall competitiveness in the market. It's a direct result. They're also innovating in other areas, like painting. The new Renault 4 is the first model painted using more efficient jet printers.
Jet printers for paint.
Yeah, it's not just faster. It significantly improves paint quality, application precision, reduces waste, better finish overall. And when it comes to getting the car to you, the customer, their objective is to cut vehicle delivery times by a remarkable 60%.
60% faster delivery.
Yeah.
That's huge for customers. So this is a truly comprehensive overhaul. With all this happening across multiple factories globally, how do they possibly keep track? How do they maintain oversight? We've heard this term, the industrial metaverse. Honestly, it sounds like something straight out of science fiction. How does it actually work? What kind of real-time oversight does it provide?
Right, the industrial metaverse. It sounds futuristic, but it's very real. And it's really at the heart of their global oversight and control system. Think of it as a living, breathing digital twin of their entire global operation.
A digital twin.
Yeah. Every factory, every machine, every production line, every component, even data related to workers, all represented digitally in real time. It acts as a kind of global big brother, maybe, providing real-time supervision of operations across all their worldwide plants simultaneously.
So you can see everything, everywhere, at once.
Pretty much. This virtual replica lets them monitor crucial aspects like energy consumption, carbon emissions, production quality, constantly. So if an anomaly pops up in a factory, say in Japan, a manager sitting in France can literally step into the virtual twin of that factory. They can see the real-time sensor data, analyze the production flow, even guide a remote technician who's actually on the ground there, all from their desk.
Wow.
It allows for incredibly rapid reactions to any problems or discrepancies that arise, no matter where they are in the world.
That's a mind-boggling concept. It must involve a massive amount of data to fuel this digital twin, right? How much are we talking about? And what's the financial impact of this kind of oversight?
The scale is indeed immense. Great for this. Approximately 5 billion data points are collected daily.
5 billion.
Billion with a B, every day, from over 20,000 connected systems across their global network. And this isn't just raw data sitting there. It's structured, analyzed, and used to provide actionable insights. And this real-time data and oversight, it's incredibly valuable. In 2023 alone, the Metaverse generated savings of 270 million euros.
270 million euros in savings just from the Metaverse.
Primarily through advanced predictive maintenance on their industrial equipment. So instead of waiting for a machine to break down, which halts production, costs a fortune. The Metaverse detects subtle shifts in performance, signs of impending failure. It allows them to schedule maintenance proactively before it breaks, avoiding those costly production stoppages.
That makes so much sense. And what's fascinating here is how this massive data collection isn't just staying within the factory walls, right? It's actually feeding back into the customer experience somehow.
That's a crucial link, yes. The vast data collected during production, everything from, say, component batch numbers to the results of those thousands of AI quality checks,
Yeah.
it isn't just discarded once the car leaves the factory.
Oh.
It's used not only for optimizing future production processes, but also directly for after-sales support. So, for example, if a specific batch of a component starts showing a pattern of issues out in the field, this data can quickly pinpoint it.
Ah, tracing it back.
Exactly. Allowing for really targeted solutions, maybe a recall or design improvements for the future. It facilitates this continuous improvement loop on a global scale, making sure that feedback from you, the driver, directly informs future production and design changes, which ultimately leads to a more reliable, more satisfying experience owning the car.
Okay, so if we zoom out a bit, look at the broader implications.
Right.
What are the ripple effects of this profound digital transformation? Especially thinking about sustainability and also the human element, the people actually working in these increasingly automated factories.
Yeah, these are really important questions and definitely critical aspects of Renault's re-industry plan. It's not just about tech for tech's sake. From an environmental perspective, the impact is already significant. Thanks to AI and sophisticated tools like their EcoG platform, which basically aggregates and analyzes real-time energy data from everything, all their machines, facilities. Renault has already cut industrial site energy consumption by 20%.
20% already is impressive.
It is. And they have an ambitious target of a 40% reduction by 2025. Their ultimate goal is even bigger. Halve the carbon footprint of production entirely. They're aiming for net zero emissions for their electricity and Clean divisions by 2025, for all of Europe by 2030, and globally by 2050.
Wow, those are some serious climate commitments.
Very aggressive goals, yeah, reflecting both industry pressure and, frankly, growing consumer demand for more sustainable practices.
That's incredible progress on the environmental front. But, okay, in a world of increasing automation, digital twins, the natural question comes up. What about the people? The human resources, the folks working in these factories, are their roles being diminished? Or are they evolving somehow?
That's a core philosophical point for Renault's plan, actually. It really emphasizes empowering human workers, not just replacing them. The metaverse and digitalization, they actually enable entirely new ways for employees to learn and work.
How so?
Well, for example, they offer immersive VR training. Imagine practicing a complex task like painting a car inside a virtual paint booth. You learn the skill without wasting actual paint or materials, without risking errors on a real production line. It's safer, more efficient learning.
VR training. Cool.
Yeah, and these systems also provide sophisticated diffusion support tools right on the factory floor. These tools make work more agile, more autonomous for employees. They can see data, make informed choices. It allows them to focus more on problem solving, on innovation, rather than just repetitive manual tasks.
So augmenting their skills, not replacing them.
Exactly. Furthermore, there's a digital control tower that monitors global logistical flows in real time. This reduces risks, optimizes supply chains, meaning less manual, tedious oversight of incredible complex logistics, and more focus on strategic coordination for the logistics teams. And then there's the critical aspect of industrial flexibility. It's huge. These flexible production lines allow for the rapid and parallel launch of new models. Remember, they're launching 12 new models in 2024 alone across various plants.
12 new models in 1 year.
Right. And it gives them the ability to adapt quickly to global demand variations. Shift production around as needed. This demands a highly skilled, adaptable human workforce. A workforce that's supported and augmented by these digital tools, not replaced by them.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the listener? Renault's deep dive into AI and digitalization. It's clearly not just about building cars faster or cheaper, is it? It seems to be about fundamentally rethinking how quality, efficiency, and sustainability can intertwine in a truly global manufacturing operation. It really feels like a genuine factory of the future playing out right now, reshaping an entire industry before our eyes.
It absolutely is. This truly showcases how deeply integrating AI, digital systems, real-time control, right across the entire production chain can revolutionize an industry from the ground up. And it does raise an important question, I think, for all of us to consider. What other industries could benefit from this level of deep digital integration, this kind of real-time oversight? And what brand new possibilities might that unlock? For our economy, sure, but also for our daily lives, what else could be transformed like this?
That is a fantastic thought to mull over. A really interesting question. If you found this deep dive as fascinating as we did, and you want to keep up with how technology is reshaping our world, make sure to like this deep dive and definitely subscribe to our channel. We'd really appreciate it. We'll be back soon with more insightful explorations for you.